Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this, it's called Those Ignorance Days. There once was a time when I craved a cigarette, took to the drink but not the drugs, not too heavy with a bet. Worked with all walks of life, both fearful and the feared. Seems to me I now realise took too long for the heart to clear. Remembering back to those cold old days when the blues was in full swing, the Nortons would be growling as the colours came to town. Over years amassed the cultured youth I came to help you grow. To flourish and merge into one is to be the finale of the show. Respect to all partakers who did choose to raise their voice. Respect to those who did abstain, for they did so, and that's their choice. There once was a time when to socialise was easy and not a chore. Then there came another time in life when I would hide behind closed doors. Going within as if I could choose as I did once before to ignore and to abstain. The calling, it grows louder like a prayer for help delivered via newborn pain. It was to create a new world of balance and repair the world within so torn, to rid the self of flagellation, ridicule and scorn. There once was a time when Narcissus ruled the roost, reflecting upon reflection that would give the ego mind a boost. Wrapped up in vanity and in love with the physical image, little known in those ignorance days that the path walked was to become a pilgrimage. In search of incantations to restore, replenish and build, to seek, find, then oversee as the void of life be filled. Taking to the forest, gifting love with purest intent, cleansing, healing, ritualizing through Mother Earth to guide all of creation has been precious time well spent. Gifted by physical expression in ways only the participant can perceive, with love's divine inheritance gained, so many more shall now believe. There once was a time when I craved distractions from a mind without control, seeking the flesh to satisfy sexual appetite, a fleeting distraction in a life lived so shallow. Always to look to those external, to rectify the imbalance in me, eventually to realise the illusion of self, allowing self to set the self free. Who's the strongest? Who can last the longest? Who's got the biggest? Who's the slickest? Who's got the most money? Who's the one who everyone likes most because they are most funny? Who's the best looking? Who's the top billing? The one who doesn't have to take every booking? Who's got the most expensive style? Who wears a lie behind a convincing smile? Who's the one that demands you to listen? Who's the one to piss up your back only to say you've been christened? Who's the hardest hitter? Who played it tough then hid in the shitter? Who lived their life so to be accepted? Who lived it that way to not be rejected? Who else was caught up in life's bullshit illusion? Who else went through an awakening born through pain and confusion? Those ignorance days were challenges that were set truest high, and once wakened the soul sees the truth, and the truth cannot be denied. Those storms in a teacup and dramas of queens will keep holding you back to deny you of your dreams, until one day when you realise it's a life lived unfulfilled You've been a baker of bread using wheat unmilled. This was once a reflection of me. I was all of the above until my soul shattered the illusionary dream. I lived as one of the sheeple and always tried to amaze. I was all of creation, experiencing those ignorance days. Absolutely was. Absolutely was. I've said before, I've been many versions in this life. And life's about the journey of self and finding self, and coming to terms with what you are. Creation, experiencing, an expression of consciousness. Just my belief. But and I know I might seem a little bit, I'm not sad at all about the journey. Not at all. It's a journey that had to be, It's a bit. I suppose I'm what's the word? Is it melancholy? Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for. But when I look back and truthfully, from this version of self that I am now, this truly awakened version who sees through all the fucking bullshit and people's bullshit as well, having lived it, I look back and understand why I had to live that way. Obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't have found myself, would I? We don't get to be our authentic self. It's a path, and that path can take many different twists and turns and many versions of self. But when I look back, it's all been bullshit. It has. It has. Really. There's been a lot of, it's just the illusion, isn't it? It's what we think matters. Matters. It's what we think's, at the time. And even though we're experiencing it from a spiritually unawakened perspective, most of us. I think if you're born into this life and you're awakened from an early age, you're blessed. But then that can be difficult because of how life is, social society is set up to break you down, really. To put you in competition with everybody else and see you as separate. That's bullshit. Because we're all fucking same. We're all same. We're all same. We're all of equal value. We're all same. We are. We're all as precious as each other in the eyes of Creator. We are half. So I look back and I'm glad for my own experiences, but I'm glad for my current state of awareness. Absolutely. And when you reach this state of awareness, then you really do see through all the bullshit, and you see it before it even gets to your front door. You can. It's not judging people. It's being able to read energies. It's in essence seeing right through the bullshit. So it's been worth living that life, or this life, for definite. Yeah. And now it's up to me to create the life in which I need to live. That's it for now. Take care.